Hey everyone, and welcome back for part 2 of my review of the individual games in the Guitar Hero franchise. In the last video, I was left feeling very good about Guitar Hero 2, which led me to giving it a rating of 4.5 smiley faces. So let's just see if these next few are any good. Or just as good. Decently-ish. I don't know, let's just fucking see.
With the even greater success of Guitar Hero 2, Activision, the game's publisher, bought Red Octane and re-released it, only this time for the Xbox 360.
Now before you freak out and start picketing in front of my house just because I'm even considering this, hear me out. Though it does bear the same name, characters, and hell, overall experience, the 360 version has some things that the PS2 version doesn't. Gave us the Explorer guitar. Controller. What else? 10 exclusive tracks. A couple songs are switched around, and downloadable content. That's about it. 4 pleased faces? Yeah, fuck it. Let's just move on to the next. Oh, fuck. Am I at this already? This one? Do I have to do this? Can I just skip? Oh, fuck. I forgot. I'm the only one here. I have to do it.
It may be really hard to imagine that there could have been a way to follow the greatest game in the series thus far with something so uninspired and poor in quality. But Harmonix did just that with Guitar Hero Encore Rock the 80s, as it was their final GH title in their contract after being bought themselves, in an ironic twist of fate, by MTV. So, as it was in June 2007, Guitar Hero Encore hit store shelves with a price tag of $50. And guess who was dumb enough to buy it?
Me.
Well, as the title suggests, you rock the 80s, so everything is decked out in that respect, from the set list, obviously, characters, venue, and even the text in the loading screens. Nothing was sacred. And if any of this seems familiar, well, you tell, embodiment of my voice.
Sure thing. Because it fucking is! Most everything in this game is taken directly from Guitar Hero 2 and gang raped the shit out of with these fucking 80s makeovers. And I say most everything because they left a few characters out. Well, big fucking whoop. But forgotten characters isn't the only thing not in the game. They also failed to include any bonus videos as they had in the first two. And any more recognizable songs for that matter. And, oh yeah, 2 fucking extra stages! Yeah, it's shorter than the game that it ripped off, further proving the lack of creativity that went into this piece of shit. Piss burgers. Only one thing left to do with this piece of shit. Rate it. So, I give it a rating of 2.5 highly disappointed faces. But, like I said, this was Harmonix's last Guitar Hero game. So the torch was passed on to a very unlikely, but better candidate. Thank the fuck Christ.
With MTV now dragging Harmonix by the balls, Activision entrusted Neversoft to develop Guitar Hero 3. Now, being the developers of the Tony Hawk series, I have to admit, I was a little worried at how they might tackle this little project. Fortunately for all Guitar Hero heroes, they left the traditional gameplay alone. What they did change, though, was everything else. The entire look of the game was given an overhaul, and it turned out to be pretty damn sweet, because it gives off this highly concentrated grunge vibe. But with the changes comes additions. 4 to be exact, and they are.
Number 1, a subtitle. You see, the game's official title is Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, but those three words can be interpreted to mean anything, like playing as said legends or the songs themselves being of a legendary nature. Well, as it turns out, both theories were correct.
The setlist is compiled of songs by such legends as Kiss, Alice Cooper, Cream, The Who, Sex Pistols, Tenacious D,
Just roll with it.
Santana, Iron Maiden, and Metallica. While the legendary characters are too few in numbers, but two great ones in their own right. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Morello of Audioslave and Rage Against the Machine, and the two Master Shredders appear in the game as stage bosses during the solo career, in which they challenge you to,
Number 2, Guitar Battle.
What this is, aside from fucking awesome, is a mode in which two players duke it out using an array of power-ups to make the other suck ass at and fail the song. Doing this during the boss battles unlocks them as playable characters.
So, with the inclusion of bosses in the main game mode, that means this game has... Number 3, a storyline. Yeah, okay, I may be pushing it a little with this one, but compared to the other games, this one's way more in-depth.
In the previous installments, forgetting the epic failure that is Rock's the 80s, the player would have to assume that there existed such an idea of plot as they progressed, playing larger venues each set and levitating Christ-like after completing the career. But 3 made one more apparent by focusing more on the band rather than the guitarist, making for hilarious cutscenes, and introducing an antagonist, who turns out to be the devil in disguise.
Of course!
Hey, this one sounds pretty badass. Let's give it a whirl, but on expert. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. Alright, but let's try it again to make sure I wasn't going completely insane. Oh my god! Are you fucking kidding me? That's it? That's fucking impossible! Okay. Okay, it's just the intro. Just the intro. Let's go to practice mode. See what the rest of the song looks like. Might not be as bad.
3,722 notes later.
Number 4. Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force on Expert. The hardest song on any Guitar Hero game. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it! But if I could, if I fucking could manage to even complete the song, let alone get past the intro, they damn well better give me some kind of inhuman achievement award. Well, that's pretty cool. Doesn't change the fact that I still can't do it! I mean, I can't even fathom anybody even doing this. I mean, let alone even somebody getting 100% on it.
That just fucking happened.
Rating time! Okay, all lack of faith in my gaming abilities aside, Guitar Hero 3 is still probably the best in the series. 5 faces with shit-eating grins. Well, stay tuned for part 3 where we really get into the shit stains of the franchise. And I mean shit.